everybody. My name's Jasmine Simon with Tanjay Wellness, founder of DC Metro Cuddles. I hope you're all having a great start to the week. Happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I had a great weekend with my kids. We had a busy weekend of doing nothing. We had all these big plans to clean the house top to bottom, really get rid of all of the junk, do some purging. We have a lot of stuff, lots of toys that are still down there. Old stuff. I have old boxes of clothes from my mother from the 80s in my basement just sitting there. I had saved them hoping my sister would take them with her back to California, but she didn't want them. So, I did not wake up when I thought I was going to. So I had set my alarm for 5 o'clock so I could make it to my gym class at 5:30. And that didn't happen. When I woke up, I could see that it was pitch black outside. I could hear the wind. I could hear the rain. I knew it was going to be cold. I mean, I'm in a sweatshirt because it is cold out there. And my son was laying right next to me. It was like a little incubator, radiating heat, warmth that I just rolled over and pushed dismiss on my phone and rolled back and went back to bed. But I did have a 7 o'clock meeting that I made it to, and so I was up and out, and my client wasn't sitting there twiddling his thumbs waiting for me. So you're welcome. I wanted to do a video because I got a text from a client that we had a really great session last week. We're setting up a weekly routine for her to get up and get moving and really do some self-care, a little bit of which I'm going to talk about right now, today, in this video. But she texted me this morning and she was like, Jasmine, I just can't. And I totally get it because you know what? I couldn't either this morning. I could not get up and will myself out of bed at 5. It was rainy and cold, windy and wet today. It's been rainy, cold, windy and wet the past 3 days, and it will be rainy, cold, windy and wet for the foreseeable future until the weekend with this hurricane. And so it's not fun weather time. So it doesn't come to anybody's surprise, it's certainly not mine, that Mondays are incredibly difficult for people. Not just because of the weather, excluding that, but just coming from our weekends. Our weekends give us a break from the routine, the everyday Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, drop the kids off at school, go to work, pick them up, make dinner, put them to bed, drop them off at school, go to sleep, wake up, same thing. And the weekends give us a little bit of freedom from that. I get it. Not so much now since I don't work a typical 9 to 5 like I used to, but it's nice. And so when we have our weekends, we're maybe having fun, going to parties, going to birthday parties, going to movies, events. Maybe you get a little vacation, you leave Thursday, come back Sunday. And so, of course, you're looking at the week as, ugh. And even, when I was a 9 to 5er, I used to never schedule meetings on Mondays. And I do schedule them now, but never any construction meetings on Mondays. For the most part, I always leave those for Tuesday to Friday. Mondays were for putting out fires from the weekend and any issues that I didn't get to on Friday, the previous Friday. And so, inevitably, it's going to be a stressful day, for me at least. So I wanted to after talking to my client, I wanted to kind of put out there some suggested tricks to do to your brain to help you get through your moody Monday blues. And so, first off, one thing that I always do, and this is just because I am very busy and I pack a lot into my week. I like to get a lot done. Sunday evening before I go to sleep, I look at my calendar. I see what I have to do Monday. And this is something I do every evening before I go to bed for the most part. I look at my calendar, see what meetings I have, where the kids have to be, who's doing what. And sometimes I look and there's nothing at all. And so I'll turn off my alarm so I don't have to wake up early, and I'll skip the gym that day. That's just me though. So it might be helpful for you to look at your calendar before you go to sleep and see what's going on. what you have scheduled, and kind of mentally prepare yourself for that. Another thing that's very helpful for me is rise and shine early, waking up and starting. I like to have me time. I'll get up at 5, hit the gym 5:30, come home, and then sit by myself, drink the rest of my coffee, as I have to have a cup of coffee just to get out of the house. But I'll pour another cup and I'll do some meditation. Sometimes I need 20, 30 minutes of meditation. Sometimes I only need 5 minutes of meditation. And then I'll either do something easy, like do some content for social media, maybe write a blog or two or something like that, just easy stuff. Make phone calls. But that is me time for me to do. For you, it might be, maybe try meditation. That might be something that you might like. And it doesn't even have to be your typical, it's just sitting quietly, which is very helpful. Yoga, I like to stretch while I meditate too. But it's difficult. When you do it, when you first start doing it, it's really hard. Or it could be incredibly difficult. But try to, if you wake up at 7 to be out of the house by 8 and be at work by 9, and you feel like you're rushing the whole time because you're dealing with the kids, or you want to clean the kitchen before you leave, try waking up at 6:30. Do little increments, do 30 minutes earlier without pushing dismiss. Also, try having an accountability partner, somebody that is waking up early, that they can call you or you can call them, so you guys can keep each other accountable. That's very helpful. Another thing that I like to do to kind of rid myself of the Moody Monday blues is wake up and walk out of the house feeling awesome. I have just feeling really good. And for me, it is clothes. I like to dress well. I like to know that, I like my outfit. That's what it is. It's something so simple. Clearly, I don't wear makeup because I'm too lazy and I don't do my hair. But I like to feel good in the clothes that I'm wearing, where I'm not uncomfortable pulling them. They're too tight or too short or something. I like to be able to feel good and comfortable and look nice. For somebody else, it might be some type of makeup that you want to try that makes you feel really good on that Monday starting out. Maybe it's having a hearty breakfast. You had your bacon and eggs and toast. You feel really good starting that day. Maybe that's what it is. And maybe that's why you need that 30 extra minutes at 6:30 instead of 7 o'clock. Give it a shot. It might be helpful. New pair of shoes is also fun, but you can't buy a new pair of shoes every single week. Unless you have the funds, and then that's okay. And then, of course, last but not least, is plan for the positive on your Monday. For example, today, even though I didn't wake up early to get my cycle class, I know that I have a yoga class later today at 5 at the building. So I'm really looking forward to that 45-minute yoga class. And then I know when I come home, we're going to make spaghetti Monday, because that's what we have every Monday, is some kind of pasta. And the kids really enjoy it and they like it. And so they butter the bread, and this is a fun thing for us that we like to do. And so those are the positives. Maybe your positive is going to happy hour with your work wife, or meeting friends after work, or maybe it's a gym class, maybe it's yoga for you, or coming home and pouring a glass of wine. Whatever it is, have something to look forward to. An exciting meeting, if you're excited about a meeting that you're that's going to happen, that's really cool. Maybe a date later on in the evening, who knows? But find something to make it positive. And then last but not least, share the positivity. Share it with somebody else. Try helping somebody with a problem that they're having, maybe some gentle advice, being useful, giving a nice compliment to somebody at work or on the metro. All of these things are wonderful. Even if you're walking your kid to school, smile and say hello and kind of spread that positivity, which I like. I remember one time at a morning class, it was a body pump class or something like that, a Zumba or something. And was talking to a woman because I'd never taken this specific class, and I introduced myself and said, "Oh, hi, by the way, I'm Jasmine," and blah blah blah. And I'm very chatty. And she's like, "Wow, no one ever really talks in this class, and so thank you. You've actually really uplifted me, and I really appreciate this. It's very nice. Something so small and so minute that to me it doesn't really matter. It's me just being me, but." For this woman, it was a very positive experience for her. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. And I'd like to hear what you think about these suggestions to trick your brain. Leave comments down below. And I will chat with you all soon. Have a wonderful week. Bye.